Hey everyone, I just wanted to get in here and go over a couple things that as you're starting to buy properties, what it should look like for you to think through the plans you should set up in place. The first being, obviously, you're going to need insurance on the property as you're buying the property. So making sure you've got the right insurance agent who can help and in what state that you're buying. The second is let's talk about getting insurance for yourself. I like to additionally add an umbrella policy over myself. If you're buying a property in an LLC, yes, you'll be protected through the LLC. But as you know, there are people who will sue you, the LLC, anyone because they think that they've got deep pockets. So I always like to, of course, have my LLC insured, but I like to add an umbrella policy over myself. And the policy amounts could be different based on your specific needs. So what I would do is I would talk with your insurance carrier and just go over all the things that you have as you're looking to buy more investment properties, go over that, and they can recommend what level of an umbrella policy to put over you and your family if you've got one. The other thing that I would recommend is as you're buying property, especially the long-term properties, not necessarily any fix and flips because that should be in and out, but your long-term properties, you should be making sure that your will is up to date, that the directions onto who they go to and all of those things are clearly written out. As long as those are done, you should be good. There's also opportunities to create life estates and things like that. If you have any questions about that, I can go into more detail with you or refer you to an attorney who can help answer more in-depth questions. The life insurance policy, that's another big thing. What I like to do is update my life insurance policy, obviously get an annual review on all the insurance you have. Sometimes if I forget to do my yearly review, I realize there's policies on properties that I don't own anymore or things like that. And so you want to make sure you're constantly getting that update, but also for the life insurance, as far as I always increase it by whatever the amount of property I'm buying. That way, if something does happen to me, I have that taken care of so my kids don't have any out of pocket expenses. All the properties will be paid off and they will own all the properties free and clear. If you're younger, it might be easier for you to buy a larger policy now and just kind of grow into it because it will be cheaper. If you're older and trying to get a larger policy, it may get more expensive. So definitely talk about the pros and cons with that with your insurance agent. And then, of course, I talked about if you're buying properties, getting an LLC and what that looks like for different people. If this is just a one-off, or if this was a primary residence that you're turning into a rental, it might not be able to be an LLC right now. So there's pros and cons to each. There's different costs associated with an LLC. How many properties go in an LLC? All of those things are things based on the liability level, how many properties you're buying. We can discuss on a one-on-one basis, but these are just things to start thinking about as you're moving down the road of starting to purchase properties. These are all things to keep in mind to bring to the center of your attention with each new property that you're buying. So let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out. This is just something to keep in your back pocket.